New items from Lucky Craft. Restock from Optimum plus some new colors. And a major raid restock plus new items. That's what's new on the Hookup Tackle.
Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Deps, Lucky Craft, Jackal, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard to find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Griff here from the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to this week's episode of What's New. We got some things to talk about today, Jeff.
We have a lot of things to talk about this week, dude.
So
we have some good stuff that came in.
There's a lot of new things this week, so
Yeah.
you guys are going to want to pay attention. And then we're going to have a discussion about some upcoming things at the end. So let's start here. All right, so Lucky Craft has brought us a new color in the Lightning Pointer 110 and the Pointer 100. All right, so right here we got French Pearl OB.
That color looks familiar, right?
It looks extremely familiar. It's a color that we've seen in the jerkbait. One of our favorites. Obviously, we like white, and then we like pearls,
Mm-hmm.
and we like orange bottoms.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's got a really clean pearl on it. Now we're seeing it in this Lucky Craft Pointer 100 frame. It's pretty sick.
Looks good.
A little bit of flake on the top.
That'll get a bite.
Oh, dude, this is gonna get bit. Classic. It's just a classic color.
Yeah. Now in a 100 pointer.
Yeah. Pointer 100.
That's sick.
Yeah. Pretty cool. And your Lightning Pointer 110. All right. So everybody familiar with the BDS-3?
Mm-hmm.
The BDS-3 is known to have like a more of a shad shape to it, and it's got a little bit tighter of a shake to it. So now we are bringing in these fat CB BDS Magic 2.2s. All right, we've had these in already, but just in the ESSA colors.
Oh, okay.
Right, so now we're bringing in all the major colors that Lucky Craft has to offer in this. A lot of people are fans of that BDS-3. This one's going to be just a smaller version of that. The other size down just totally changes the shape. So this one keeps the shape of the original bait, but it's just a smaller, slimmed down version of it. All right, so this one's going to have, it's going to be more of a shad shape. Let's take this out. A mess over here. So it's going to be more shad shaped, a little bit more naturally shaped to it, and then as it's moving, it's going to be a really tight, kind of flat. It's not super round in the front end. It's going to be really tight.
Completely silent.
Silent. All right.
Just something different, right?
Yeah. Something different. When we had these in our ESSA colors, they flew out of here.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna bring it to you guys in all the other available colors. New is the NC Ghost Minnow. Do you know what NC means?
NC?
No, non-clear?
Non-clear.
I don't know.
Probably non-clear, right?
Yeah, so all their matte baits are NCs.
Oh, okay. That
NC
makes
Bora.
But that one's kind of clear.
Or non-coded?
North Carolina.
North Carolina Ghost Minnow. All right. So everybody knows that the Ghost Minnow was probably one of the most popular colors in Lucky Craft, and now they're just bringing a matte version of it.
That color is actually really dope.
It's fucking super
That one's
clean.
actually really sick.
Yeah. Great decision on them to make this.
Dude, that one's killer.
Yeah, and it's gonna come in your LV 500 with your standard LV 500 with the 8 million BBs in there.
Yeah.
And then we got it in a Pointer 100.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That. Oh god.
Money shot right there.
I'm
right?
gonna have to buy one of these.
Yeah.
Oh. That's killer.
Super sick, transparent matte in the same colors that you guys are used to with the Ghost Minnow.
Yep. That's gone.
That's it?
See you later.
Yeah. And then a restock of a color we haven't had here in a while, NC Shell White.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be a matte shell white, and it's going to be also transparent. It's pretty cool when they're doing these transparent mats.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of mats that you see are pretty solid.
Very interesting.
Yeah. But Lucky Craft really is hitting it out of the park with these transparents.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. So there's that restock available now. And another new item is the LV500 DRS. All right, so the DRS is that deep rattle sound in there. This one has a plate on the inside. Let me pull one out, see if we can see it. It's just gonna make like a single solid knock in there. It's gonna be, they call it the deep rattle sound. It's just got this, can you see it in there?
Okay, yeah.
That little triangle in
Yep.
there. So it's just a small,
Oh, and it moves back and forth,
yeah,
too.
small piece of lead in there, and it just,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So the BBs are gone. It's gonna be a
Just
little
one
bit
hard
more
knock.
of a subdued noise,
Okay.
but it's a harder hitting noise.
Very
So it's gonna vibrate a little bit more in there,
interesting.
and then you know as the bait shakes, it's gonna get louder. But it's definitely a cool concept on there. We know the DRS from Lucky Craft and like the LCs and things like that. It definitely makes a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, when there's, especially this time of year, when there's a million guys throwing that normal 500, just throwing that behind them might get some bites.
Yeah, so when something new comes around, they kind of want to investigate it.
Yeah.
And they see it, and they're just like, oh shit, I got to...
Yeah.
So, that one's coming in all your key colors in Lucky Craft. T.O. Craw, Chartreuse Shad, V.E. Gill, Ghost Minnow,
All the
Aurora
classics.
Black.
Yeah.
All your classic colors. Get them while you can. These will be in limited numbers, so check them out. Alright guys, so a few weeks ago we dropped the Spunk Shad from Hog Farmer. Right now we're going to drop a Spunk Shad from Missile Baits.
Ooh.
Alright, so this is a collaboration between Hog Farmer and Missile, but it's going to be in the Missile colors.
Oh, okay.
So if there was colors that you thought that you wanted, and you're like, oh man, I wish they made them in this color in Missile Baits, then we got them here. Alright, so Green Pumpkin Delight. This is actually a really sick color, Jeff.
I think Missile does make some really good colors overall.
Their colors are pretty nice.
I like them.
This one right here, it's like a green pumpkin chartreuse pearl,
Yeah.
right? And it's transparent. I don't know
That's
why I
crazy.
love transparent baits, dude. But look at that, dude.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah, barely any chartreuse.
Just a little hit.
Yeah, but that white pearl matched up against it,
Yeah.
it's pretty sick.
That looks really good.
Yeah. These are only going to be in the 5.5 size.
Oh, okay.
So, but all your classic Missile colors, if you're looking for those, we have them. Goby Bite, so everybody knows the Goby colors from Missile. They do them very well. And then Frosted Purple, which is purple pearl. Very clean, very well done on these baits. Everybody knows how these work. You can use them as trailers. You can use them on an A-rig. You can use them all by themselves like a weightless jerk bait.
Yep.
So they're super versatile. They catch a ton of fish. This has been one of our most popular soft plastics in the store for
I'd
a
say
long
so.
time.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to get some on the last round and you didn't, here they are. We got a restock, but in the Missile. So check them out on Missile's area of the website. All right. Also from Missile is a new bait called the Chunky D. Everybody needs a Chunky D in their life.
Just a crawl bait, huh?
Yeah. So
Just chunky.
it's gonna be a grub style bait, I would
Okay.
call it. Not too crazy with
Yeah.
the claws on there. They do have these little pieces right here, so that you can. It's gonna get a lot of action,
Yeah, it looks like it.
right? So it's gonna move around a lot.
I like the body.
Yeah,
A bit
it's
thicker.
it's kind of flat this way,
Yeah.
but it's almost the perfect size.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
What size is that? 3.5?
It doesn't say.
Really?
Well, 30. It says 35, so I would assume 3.5.
I would assume. Yeah.
You know.
Looks 3.5.
Yeah. This is going to be a cool one. So this one also will be pretty versatile. You can trailer it.
Mhm.
You can use it
Flip
by
it.
itself.
Yeah.
I think that you could probably cast it and burn it in and use it on top water.
Oh, yeah.
Like a buzz toad
Yeah.
style
Yeah.
bait. I think it's going to have a lot of uses.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. Something about missiles, craw style baits.
Mhm.
They get bit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Big time.
you know, one of the most famous ones is the D-bomb.
Yep.
Like, dude, Missile does a really good job of making these style baits right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks good.
So that's what's new for Missile. Check them out. All right, guys. So back in stock, we have the most popular soft bait of the month. This thing. The Realis Wriggle Ned Slim. All right. Last time we brought this in, you guys bought them all. We sold out, and everybody was amazed.
Did you buy some as well, Griff? Or
I didn't have a chance to buy it. I
Oh.
came in on a Monday and
That's
they
a
were gone.
shame. Everybody knows you like the Ned.
All the colors are in, so they're here. Get them while you can, so you can go out there and be boring.
So
and go fish the Ned. I'm so excited about this.
I can tell. I mean, it's a Ned bait. I would assume it works really good, right? If guys are buying them and
What's something new, right? We're so
Yeah.
used to the standard shaped Ned baits.
Yeah.
It's just like, cut a Senko in half and you have a Ned bait.
basically this
So-
does have a different profile.
Yeah, it's got a different profile. It's got a different look. The colors are pretty sick,
Yeah.
actually. It's not something that you really expect from Duo.
No.
Come out with some sick colors, but I mean, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
If you go and target smallmouth during the early summer, this is exactly what the color the craws are going to be.
Yep.
They're going to be green. They're going to have that orange stripe in there. So why not, right?
Yeah, it looks like a smallmouth killer.
Yeah, they're going to munch it.
Ah.
I'm not going to go find out, but
Let us know in the comments. below.
somebody's going to find out, and they're going to have a good time.
Back in stock.
Back in stock.
The Wriggle stick.
This thing.
Classic.
All right, guys. So Optimum Baits added some new colors to their lineup, and this is going to come in the weedless and the line through. All right.
That's
So
the boom boom.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Boom Boom, and then we're going to get Crusher Shad.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty clean
Grayback
shad color.
Yep.
All right. Money.
Looks money.
Right. And mints. So this one's really cool.
The chartreuse. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a green pearl to it, like a
Mhm.
mint green pearl to it.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Looks fucking good.
A lot of people that fish gizzard shad lakes and stuff, that mint green color is pretty money. So,
Yeah.
Can you
Clean.
can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, at first you're just like, oh, it's just like a
Sure.
clear shad.
Yeah, but.
But that pearl kicks in.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it looks really good. So this time of year, this is one of the baits that people in our area just throw.
Yeah.
And it's statewide. It's not just certain lakes.
Yeah.
The line through Boom Boom,
Gets bit, man.
yeah, it just gets bit. Pre-spawn bass, post-spawn bass, shoot, you probably catch them on beds with it too.
Yeah. The whole 9.
But this time of year is like, it's time for the Boom Boom to shine.
Yeah. It's perfect size too. It's
Yeah.
not too big, so it's not that intimidating.
Yeah, so this is the 6-inch version of it. It's
Yeah.
not crazy, right?
No, it's got a good size profile to it.
Yeah, I think those guys at Optimum did a good job designing this bait.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it just gets overshadowed from a mag draft.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, also, those California lakes, they love those California guys.
Oh, they fucking love
they
that
love the
thing.
Boom Boom all year.
Yep.
It's not the case here. It's very, our fish are very particular in what they're eating.
Yep.
But
When it's time to throw it, dude, you better have them.
yeah, you better have a Boom Boom. That panicked action is real.
Mhm.
When it's going, that body's kicking and that tail's like going.
Going hard.
It definitely looks super realistic.
Yeah.
Boom Boom, Boom Boom line through, and Boom Boom weedless. All three of those colors are going to be available in that. Plus Papa Boom.
Ooh, the big size.
Yeah. All right. So I got a new color in this behemoth. All right. This is the Butch Brown Flash Trout. So 9-inch.
This is the Gen 2.
Gen 2.
Right, so
Yeah.
looks like it's got a welded eye tie, 90-pound wire harness, a 3/0 black BLK short shank hook. So I think they just redid the harness because the old harness was it had some problems.
Okay.
So I think this one was just redone, so it's gonna last a bit longer, I believe.
Okay.
So I think where before,
Oh yeah, and the eye is welded shut.
yeah. So I think before the harness was coming apart on guys. So hook comes bent, so you can just stick it into the plastic so it's Butch Brown rigged. It's clean. It is
Yeah, it's a good looking bait. It's
Yeah.
big.
hard thumping action to it. It's called the
this-
thumper tail.
And this one you can move a little faster.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. So it's
So-
a killer one.
It's so funny, dude, when we do these What's News, and me and Ben don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh, you fucking cast it and it swims. Like, I've been a master at swim baits for never, but
You've caught some Deps 175 fish this year,
yeah, I've caught a few.
so you're basically a professional.
Yeah, I mastered it. Just casting it real as fast as you can. Alright guys, so Victory Tails and Opti Shads from Optimum Baits. They're also going to come in all those new colors too. The Victory Tails are one of my favorite small soft plastic baits. I love to do a
Hover shot.
hover
Strolling.
shot, a stroll, or like a is it a Biwa rig
The Vata rig.
with the ball joint with the ball.
Oh yes, the Biwa rig.
Yeah, Biwa rig. I like to fish it deep. I throw this on a float and fly
Yep.
a lot. The Opti Shad is a super thin profiled swim bait with a paddle tail on there. These baits right here are the best deal in the shop, and they get bit. I catch a ton of fish on these things.
You do.
So there you go. They're all coming in all those new colors also. Alright guys, so we've done a restock in most of the key colors in your slide swimmers in all sizes. So got the 115s, so baby bass, flash carp, the little mullet one. So 115, 145, 175. 175 crappie
Ooh.
is back in, Butch Brown crappie.
That was a hot seller.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good color. Your 145s, a lot of your key colors, some of your popular ones, your golden shiner, your largemouth. The mullet, that's a cool color right there. And your clear wakasagi. All right, some of the most popular ones. Restock in key colors in your Bullshooter 160.
Ooh, the
Alright.
floating version too.
Yeah, so they are the F. So they're going to be super tunable and stay high in the column until you put some weights on there, and then you can actually customize them to how you want them to fall.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool bait.
Still super underrated.
It's
Even-
very underrated.
Even though it looks really cool, like it's a cool looking swim bait, it's bluegill, and a lot of the guys in Japan, they don't fish the slide swimmers, they fish the bullshooters more. And they
Well-
catch a lot of big ones on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So I think it's just guys just need to fish them more to really like, oh wow, this thing gets absolutely crushed.
Well, I like the swim on it. Like,
Yeah, it swims really good.
When you go slow and you get those twitches, and it kind of like, it doesn't really glide. It kind of wanders.
Mm-hmm. Very wandering.
Yeah. So, very good. So key colors in that are back in stock. All right. So Butch Brown hatchery trout and slide swimmer 250. All right.
Good lord.
Limited stock on these. Get them while you can. This is one of the most popular and most anticipated colors in the slide swimmer this year. A lot of people are wanting it, so they're going to jump on it really quick.
That's a really, really good color too.
Yeah, I really like the top end of this one.
Yes, it's very nice.
Yeah.
That's a clean color, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one.
Yep.
Then, new color in a slide swimmer 250, the Butch Brown Shad Blueback.
Shad blueback. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a new one on that one.
American shad, mullet, smelt, sardine. Fish that thing for tuna.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's almost that season.
Yeah.
So this one's gonna have the
Yeah.
glossy reflective scale pattern on there.
Yeah. This looks like a good one for striper guys.
Yeah.
The
So
American shad.
It's less flashy than the original American Shad. I think it's a little bit more subdued, but still super clean.
Yeah, very clean.
Yeah, super clean color on that one. Also, again, limited stock on these. If you're wanting it, if you've been waiting for it, jump on it. And new in from Ballam is the Black Bass Real Print in 245 and 300. All right, this is a super sick Real Print matte bass.
That's a sick bass color.
It's pretty dope, right?
That one's really dope.
It looks super textured.
Yes, very.
Right? Yeah, so
That's clean.
super clean. I think the Ballam is another bait that's pretty misunderstood. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very specific timing bait, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of guys will throw that when the fish are pretty juiced. So you can fish it in the winter, but I find that bait works really, really well in like post spawn, all the way up until about like fall.
Yeah.
When the fish are pretty juiced, you can throw that like super tight to cover like trees, rocks, docks, bridge piling, stuff like that. And it's meant to be fished fast, so it's like speed, burn it, stop and go, and the fish will come up and eat it. Obviously, it's best known as the 8-trap bait.
Yeah.
From Shimano Satan, so it's like it's kind of intimidating. I like the 245 size though.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It's much smaller, but it's I think it's to get confidence. I'd say always start with the 245, and if you think your fish will eat something bigger, then jump up.
Yeah, hell yeah. So how was meeting Satan?
Oh, he's a crazy dude.
Yeah.
Like the guy is exactly like how he is in those videos. Just wild.
Pretty intense then.
Pretty intense. Super loves the ball and fishing fast.
Yeah.
Like that's his jam. Is fishing fast, dude. So
and he does it well.
And he does it extremely well.
Yeah. So that's pretty sick. Black bass from Ballam. Or Madness. All right, guys, we're gonna take a little bit of time to run through this raid restock / new stock stuff that we got going on. It seems like it's quite a bit of stuff, but it's really not a ton. But it will take us a minute to get through some of this. All right, so first up, we got the Battle Hog. All right, Battle Hog is gonna be a restock, and we got it in two sizes. We got it in 2.6 and 3.3, and all colors are back in stock. The Battle Hog is a very cool little Craw style bait right here. It's got these super thick claws that kind of just thump when you're working it. Again, trailer it, throw it on a free rig. The small one, that 2.6, you can use it as a Ned rig if you're really extremely boring. And then you can use it as a Texas rig. You can drag it. I mean, it has so many different uses for it. These thick claws, they don't do a ton of vibrating, but they thump really hard. So as you twitch the bait kind of swims, like a crawfish when it runs, it flips its tail and then the claws thump like that. Yep. So
very similar action.
Yeah, you get a very similar, more realistic style action.
Okay.
If your fish are trying to be keyed in on realism more than just hungry and just wanting to eat everything.
Yep.
So all these key colors are in. The bigger one is pretty dope. There you go. EGU Chunk. So the EGU Chunk is back in stock in 3.5 and 3-inch. All right, so before we had the 3-inch, we only had it in like 2 colors, so now we have the whole color line is in. The EGU Chunk is a pretty cool trailer. Yeah. Right, so the word chunk's in there, so I assume they mean trailer. Yep. But I like to use the EGU Chunk as just a standalone free rig bait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's got big claws.
Yeah, big claws, lots of commotion.
Yeah, look at the size of those things.
Yeah, the profile, like this is 3.5 inch. It looks huge.
Yeah, it's massive.
Right, and then all these ones are gonna give you that a little bit of vibrating in the claws. It has a little bit of a lip on the edge, right there. So it's gonna move a little bit, not super aggressive, but a little bit more than some of those. Your standard beaver style trailers that really don't do much. They're just there to be a profile. So this one's pretty cool. Super soft in the claws, so they'll move a lot as you work it up and down. And as it's falling, these legs actually vibrate.
A quiver.
Yeah. Pretty cool bait there.
Yeah, I know the Japanese guys, they like to use that thing as a chatterbait trailer as well.
Chatterbait?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's got very interesting action. Something very different. So
Yeah.
very versatile.
The EGU Chunk, restock. They do sell out kind of fast, the 3-inch especially. So if you're looking for them in all the colors, go ahead and grab them. So new for us is the fish roller 4-inch in these new fish skin colors.
Ooh.
All right, so these are going to be super realistic colors. There's your Stain Wakasagi Hustler, which is Iceback in Raid if you're used to the Iceback color. It's Hustler. Why do I have 2 Hustlers? And your Clear Wakasagi. So that one's going to be in the 3-inch. Pretty cool patterns on there. They're not like printed on, so it doesn't look super cheesy. They do look super realistic. And whoever designs these paint jobs and like how to get them on the baits, they're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
scale pattern.
I like it.
Yeah, not like a crazy like printed on thing. It's just colored to look realistic in that fish skin. Right?
Is this like a hover strolling bait, or how are you fishing this thing?
So this one right here works really good on a hover stroll.
Okay.
I really like it on a biwa rig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, on a ball, like it gets that rotation as you're working that ball, and that tail kind of just
Goes all
doesn't
over the
really
place?
like go steady up and down. It's like it's just vibrating back there.
Oh, okay.
It kind of, you know, when tails vibrate, it kind of gives that wave motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does it really, really well. It's very buoyant.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit of weight is needed. If you're gonna do it on biwa, you just use a nail weight on there. Pretty sick. So that available in a few colors. If you think that the 3 and the 4-inch is too big, we got the fish roller micro.
Oh, good heavens.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with that, Griff?
I don't know. Put it on a baby ball head. You're gonna fish it the same way, just a lighter version of it, right? You're obviously gonna catch all kinds of different fish with this.
That would kill crappie.
Any predator fish is gonna eat this. I mean, this thing is
Holy smokes, dude.
tiny.
Good heavens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2-inch, but I mean, it's got the
Jesus.
profile. I don't know why I'm super excited about this. I don't fish baits this small, but I think I can just go out there and have a field day. Right? So let me grab some. So the way that I want to fish this is with a horizon head.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's a super.
Where did it go?
I know, right? A mouse came and grabbed it. It's a super small ball head, right? I mean, this one right here is 0.35 gram. Super. You're gonna keep it light. You're gonna keep it small. Like, it's gonna be hard to find a hook to fit this bait.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily, those guys over there almost thought of everything. So, I mean, look at the ball on that.
Oh, heavens. Jeez.
Yeah, it's super small.
Tiny.
It's gonna fit it well. It's almost gonna be too big for it.
That's ridiculous.
But look at that.
Look at that. How am I supposed to look at it? It's micro. Holy crap. Yeah, that'll kill every crappie in the lake.
Yeah, crappie. You can put it under a float. You can. This is not hooked very well. It actually looks better when you do it right. But just to show you, the bluegill are gonna eat it. Crappie are gonna eat it. The bass are gonna eat it.
Yeah.
If you're in a school, you're gonna have to weed through the small fish because everything can eat it. Where we're at, the tilapia are gonna go nuts over it.
They're gonna hammer that thing.
So if you're just into like wanting to catch fish, this is a sick bait to do it with. Super small. Hover shot it. A lot of these BFS guys are really getting into hover shotting. You stroll it, super slow. It's gonna have the same action, just a little version of it. All right, guys. Back in stock and new colors added is the Raid level crank. All right, so this is a cool little crankbait. The level crank was made in a slow sink.
Yep.
Right?
Which is weird.
Yeah. it's so slow that it will still deflect and bounce,
Yes.
and it still acts like a normal crankbait.
Yeah.
All right. Level crank is a level crank because it's not going to swim like this. It's going to swim more level, and it's always going to be in position, right? It's something weird about that hook when it's moving. That hook's never swinging.
Yeah.
That front hook is always going to be in position. So all the level cranks are made like that.
Look how small that front hook is too.
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's weird. I don't even know. Like, you look at it and you're just like, oh, I don't know how that works. But as it's going, that hook is just always staying in position in the water.
It deflects really well too.
Yeah, it's a good crankbait. We catch a ton of fish on it.
Yeah, it gets bit.
It works very well. Yeah.
Just the slow sinking aspect is interesting.
Yeah. When we first got them, we were throwing them. We're like, oh man,
Oh,
the
it's
crankbait's
broken.
broken. But then every one of them was doing it. I was like, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta sink.
What colors came back? All of them?
Yeah. So we added to the color line.
Oh, okay.
So bull is in, your chartreuse, pearl, your shy gill, almazeri, all those colors are in. So check them out. Pretty cool crankbait. This is going to be very key to a lot of people's success in the very, very near future. Also, the Goriller version is back in, and also all colors are in. This one is not sinking. This one is a floating, but it's a super shallow diving crankbait. Looks like it'll dive a little bit deeper, probably like 3.5 feet is what you're gonna get out of it. Just a bigger version, and it still has that same action where that hook stays in position all the time. So there's that, the level crank Goriller.
Raid makes some really good colors. I
Raid
like Raid
colors are sick. There's some baits over here, when you see the colors, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's dope. So your Level Vib is back in stock. All colors available right now. This is the cool little vibrating crankbait. What this one does is that it swims again. It swims level. It's not going to lean forward or back. As you're swimming it in, the level plane is here from nose tip to tail tip, and it's going to come in like this. And then as it lands, it's going to sit on the bottom. It's got the flat end there, so you can sit it if you're just jigging it, or if you're just cranking it in, it's going to come in level. Raid's been really good at doing this. They make these baits look different in the water, so pretty neat. All colors available there, and the Level Vib Big, just a bigger version of it. Got all the colors back in stock there too. New colors in the Raid GI.
Here it is.
All right, so GI's are pretty cool, small little crank down bait. Jeff, you caught some fish on this one?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Especially for just fishing around gnarly ponds and stuff. You can deflect off rocks, trees, the concrete bottom, anything like that. It works really, really good as a crank down. And it gets bit. It's
Yeah.
a perfect little size too, so.
I still haven't thrown this yet.
No way.
I have them at my house, and I'm just waiting for the perfect time. I don't know when it's gonna be a perfect time, but I know that you got them like your first trip out.
Yeah. First couple trips, they freaking smoked it.
Yeah, so Pearly Chartreuse is a new color
I
for
like
us, and Clown is a new color for us also.
Ooh, there you go.
All right, so metal blade on this one makes
Yep.
it super unique. So it's made to grind on hard surfaces,
Yep.
and it's not going to tear up that bill like a plastic bill or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Which is nice. And that's why you have that little like metal leader coming off of it, so the line doesn't get cut on that metal bill.
yeah,
And then it's a floating bait. You can walk it a little bit, but for sure it's a really good crank down. And then the metal lip also, it makes a different sound when it hits.
yeah,
When it hits rocks or hard, objects, it's got a bit different of a sound. So,
sick.
like you said, Braid makes things different.
Yeah,
Instead of just like a normal crank down, they've made something that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it works.
yeah. They've definitely spent a lot of time making these baits. I really appreciate them because their brand's based off of bank fishing.
Yeah. Yep.
So I appreciate that. A lot of guys, I'm sure, appreciate that because that's where we start.
Yeah.
We're not all born on a boat,
No.
right? So the Level Minnow is back. Plus color, the Level Minnow is back. All colors available right now. This is a very unique jerkbait also. So again, it's gonna come in more straight than it is gonna come in at that weird angle. Plus this one will almost walk. It's got a very unique action to it. If you work it really slow, like slow methodical twitches, you're almost gonna be able to walk it instead of just jerking it. It's a longer, skinnier jerkbait. But again, it's gonna come in. It will be at a slighter angle, but it's gonna be pretty level. It's gonna come in. It's gonna come.
Okay.
Yeah. So pretty sick there. I think the length and how skinny of it is gives it that almost glide, almost walk action to it. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, those have been popular. I've heard as well.
Dude, so everybody in the shop's been killing them with these things.
Yeah.
A lot of people are almost switching to them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I haven't thrown it. I try to avoid throwing the jerkbait as much as possible. And it's not because I dislike the jerkbait, it's just the jerkbait's hard on my hands. As I'm getting older, anything that takes like a lot of wrist hand movement, it's just getting harder for me to do.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You're so young
though. So I don't throw the jerkbait as much as I would like to, but that's a cool one right there. And then the Level Minnow Plus coming in, bigger lip. It's gonna go 2 to 2.2 meters, so about 7 foot, 8 foot. Right there. The other one's pretty shallow at about 3 foot. Both of them are 1/2 ounce, so they cast really well. Even though it has that long body, they cast really well, and they're a fun jerk bait. Like I was watching Ethan fish it, and he was just killing them with it. So there's that one if you need a deeper diving version of it. Work it a little bit slower and less aggressive than the other one, and you'll just get a super unique action out of it. Alright guys, new for us from Raid is the Level Spin.
Ooh, a spinnerbait.
Yeah, spinnerbait. So this one's coming in 3/8 and 1/2 ounce. And again, it's got this unique wire to it to where the bait's just gonna come straight in. It's not gonna have. So 9 times out of 10 when you get a spinnerbait, the body comes in like this, right? So this one was made to pull, and it's gonna pull in straight every single time. It's got a very thin wire on there, so be careful when you're flipping these fish. I would usually lip it or net it if you want to keep using that spinnerbait without having to have a pretty
hard vibration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard vibration. The blades are big too.
Yeah, big blades.
Big blades on that one. And it's coming in some pretty cool colors. This one is Chartback Pearl, Dark Knight, Shygill, Sexy Shad, and Skywalker. Alright, all colors available in 3/8 and 1/2 ounce. This one's going to be very interesting to watch how we catch them on this one.
Yeah.
With that, so that blade's really close to that hook. So normally that spinnerbait is kind of like this. Right? And it's separate. I'm wondering, you get those blade biters, if we're going to be able to hook some of those blade biters.
We don't really have a whole lot of light wire spinnerbaits, I feel like, in the shop.
No, we don't carry a ton of them. We definitely love to flip fish, right, and just horse them in with.
Just can't do that with those.
Yeah, so.
But they get bit.
Yeah.
You know, the light wires. I've seen Julius throw some light wire ones, and it's like, oh, it thumps so much harder.
Yeah.
And it gets really bit. But yeah, you just got to be careful. The light wires, they just break after if you catch a lot of fish on it. But it gets bit.
Yeah, if you're breaking them on fish, that means you're having a good day.
Yeah.
All right. So the 2-side from Raid, brand new for us. Oh, that one died. 2-side here. 2-side is a very cool bait. It is not a popper.
Oh, I was fooled.
Yeah, it is not a popper. It's more of a walking bait.
Okay.
Or like, a rip bait.
Oh, ooh, there's a prop on the back.
Yeah, so it has the prop on the back with the feather tail. It has this cupped mouth, but it will not pop. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, but it walks amazing, and as it
Really?
walks, it's just those cups in the mouth are just throwing the water.
Oh, okay.
So it's making the sound of a popper, but it's in the back end. It's that squish, squish.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and then as you pause it, that tail will land. The tail will sit flat, and then it'll kind of open up. A little bit of marabou on the inside of the tail,
Ooh,
right?
I like it.
Yeah, super cool colors. It's very light. Feel this, Jeff. Like,
Oh boy. Holy crap.
yeah, it's very light, so it's gonna throw well on like a medium rod. Yeah, it's not meant for your medium heavy or your heavy.
What's the weight on it? Do you know?
5/16.
Wow.
Yeah, 5/16 of an ounce. 64 millimeter, 5/16. Super light. This one's coming in 6 colors. So, and there's some cool ones in there,
Oh yeah.
right? You got your Wakasagis, you got your pinks. You know how we love pink here.
You guys spit.
You got your pinks, you got your greens, and your black. So this one's a pretty neat one.
A little bit of rattle.
A little bit of rattle, not too intense. It's a cool one.
That's an exciting one.
Yeah, dude. I think we're gonna be able to kill
I
it.
think they're gonna smash that thing.
Yeah. All right. So we had the Level Minnow, and now we have the Level Minnow Quick 72.
Okay.
Bam. So now we have a small version of it.
Hmm.
All right. Super cool, little profile bait. It's meant to be worked a little bit faster.
Okay.
Right, so it's called the Quick 72. This is for your schooling fish. You work that jerk bait. It's gonna have the same style action. It's gonna come in, but you're gonna want to rip this one a little bit faster, a little bit different of a bill shape on that. All right, so it's gonna be a little bit wider on the front end, so it's gonna catch more water and it's gonna move a little bit more erratic on that. All right, super sick colors on that one. It's that pearl. Ghost Shad here, very popular color in most jerk baits.
Yeah.
Is that blue, that clear blue. Jewel Wakasagi, Real Kinkuro. Real Kinkuro is a very popular color in the JDM bass fishing world. Oh, there you go. Real Kinkuro, which is a very popular color in the JDM bass fishing world. Yeah, black and gold, you can't really go wrong with it. So check those out. Pretty sick bait. So this one, I'm uber excited about.
Okay.
This is going to be the Level Shad. So
Ooh, a shad bait.
we have had the Level Shad Sprinter,
Yep. Yep.
but this one is just the regular Level Shad, and my mind is already going on how I'm going to fish this thing. All right, so everybody knows I love a good shad bait, and I love to fish it deep on a whip sinker. And I think with this color range coming in from Raid, dude, we're gonna crush them. Dude, some of these colors are so sick. So this one right here is Jewel Wakasagi.
Yeah, that one's a sick one.
Yeah, super transparent. It's got that goldish brownish back right there, and then a little bit of that purple that we all love in our Wakasagi colors.
Clean.
Yeah, this is gonna be our Ples color.
This is it.
Yeah.
All right.
Real Jinkuro. All right, so when you look at this, I don't know if you can see it, but there's so many pearls and like mica style colors in this. It's not just a standard black and clear. Can you see those pearls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sick.
It literally looks like a threadfin shad.
Yeah. That's money.
Yeah, this one's gonna get
That's it, dude.
munched, dude.
It's over.
Little weight transfer system in there.
The white bass are gonna kill that thing.
Yeah, this one right here, you're gonna see a lot of fish caught on this. It's very interesting how Raid does things. So sometimes they put split rings on things, and sometimes they give you snaps. This one literally comes with a snap split ring. So they're giving you the choice,
Yeah.
right? Use a split ring or use a snap. So that's pretty cool, right? Oh,
Hit in the finger.
no, I didn't get any. So I think that's pretty dope that they did that. However you like to fish it, just fish it that way. Dude, this is so cool.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah. So this one's also coming in 6 colors. Definitely gonna be a good post spawn shad spawn type bait. Look at this one.
Oh, good heavens.
Yeah. All the colors are sick, dude. This one's called Super Sexy Shad.
Yeah, it is super.
It's not just sexy.
It's super.
It's super sexy. All right, guys. This is an exciting bait for me. New from Raid. The Osakana Swimmer. All right, we're getting a 145 and a 125. This is a very interesting line through bait from Raid. Soft plastic. It's got a weight harness in there, but the weight is also, you can't see it from here, but it's also cupped for the hook to go in. So when you hook this bait, boom, there you go. So it can sit flush every time. So sometimes line throughs and they're stuck in the plastic, they don't swim great, right? So I think that's going to alleviate some of the swimming issues of it.
Yeah.
But also this line through right here is for top or bottom.
Which is cool.
Yeah. So it does have a slot on the top. It will go in there. Boom, just like that.
Yep.
So if you're fishing it low, put it on top. If you're fishing it a little bit in the calm and the fish are gonna have to come up, put it on the bottom. It has this boot style tail on it. So you're gonna be able to fish this pretty slow. These slots on the bottom, which I'm gonna assume are for nail weights. If you put some nail weights in there, you're gonna get a harder thump on that tail. This tail is not, it's not super thin here, right? So it's not gonna give you a ton of action. It's gonna vibrate.
It's subtle.
Very subtly, but when your fish are just not active, they're not looking for a super aggressive bait.
Right.
You're gonna be able to swim this by them. It's gonna move slow. It's super natural looking. It also has like lips on all the fins, so I would assume those are gonna vibrate a little too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like slightly vibrate on there.
Just to get a little more.
Yeah, it's a very interesting, well-built bait.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about it. When I first saw it on the Raid website, I was begging Ben to bring them in.
Same.
And so they're finally here.
Yep.
8 colors, 2 sizes. The 145 is going to be 52 grams, so just under 2 ounces.
Yeah.
And then the 125 is going to be 35 grams, so just over an ounce.
So perfect size to throw.
Yeah.
Really, for most guys.
It's really small, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's going to
got some weight.
Yeah, it's going to get down there. You're going to be able to fish it super slow and low. Pretty sick bait. So this one right here is Iceback.
Yep.
All right. So Iceback's a very popular Raid soft plastic color. Pearl Wakasagi. So you're gonna get a ton of that Wakasagi pink, that pinkish color in there.
I like
the
that
bait.
One. That's a good one.
That's the one.
That's the one right there.
Yeah. Cosme Shad is another one.
Yep.
That's really sick. So that's gonna be Sandfish.
Oh. That's
right.
a sick one.
Yeah. Pearl Chartreuse.
Okay.
All right. And Zako. Zako's a pretty cool one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty neat colors in that. Again, super limited in our stock with these.
Yeah.
So jump on them. They're available now. So get them. You excited for this, Jeff?
Okay, let's see what you got, baby. Here we go.
Vision 110s.
Oh.
All right.
At the end.
Yeah, at the very end. So Vision 110 in some limited colors. They're not limited edition colors.
Okay.
We just don't get these colors very often.
I see.
Got them in the 110 and 110 plus 1. This is Stealth Wakasagi.
That one's sick.
Yeah. Super clean. Very popular. When it comes in, it doesn't last long.
No,
and
and I see why.
of course, we have very limited numbers on this one.
Of course.
Yeah. Super dope. Super transparent, but that's purple.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh, hit a purple.
Yeah, a hit of purple. It's barely noticeable, but it's noticeable enough to be cool,
Yeah.
right? This brown top has a scale pattern painted on it.
Yep.
All right. It's a great color. I used to
the
have a bunch
belly?
of these, and I haven't been able to get my hands on them in a while, so now it's going to be an extra super limited stock because I'm going to get them.
Is the belly pearl? Okay, yeah, it's a pearl belly.
Pearl belly on that one. All right. So here we go. 110, 110 plus 1 in Akatora.
Haven't seen that color in a while.
Right? It's been a long time. I think the last time we seen this in a 110, it was in a respect. Maybe one of the first couple respects that came out 2 years ago.
Yep.
Right? So,
Crazy color.
yeah. It's a good color. It's pretty flashy. So this is going to be a matted fire tiger, but in orange and yellow with that gold, with the gold tiger markings on it. Pretty sick. So that crackleback is money right there. Very different from, we don't throw a ton of these super bright like fire tiger colors.
Not really.
But for some reason this one gets bit really well.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I like to throw it. I love to throw it in a crankbait.
Yes, crankbait for sure.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually throw this 110 ever.
Oh, really?
So it's going to be interesting to throw it around. 110, 110 plus 1. You know, get them while you can. All right, guys, as you know, next week the Classic is happening. And you know there's always going to be some special bait drops for the Classic, all right? In this box,
Ooh, what's in the mystery box?
I have some things.
Do you have the thing that I think you're thinking about?
I do.
Ooh.
Tune in later and we'll show you what it is. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys, we're already getting a lot of questions on it. So Megabass is releasing
Boom.
the sleeper crawl.
There she is.
All right, 3-inch, 5/8 of an ounce, 15 colors.
That's a lot of colors.
Yeah. So 15 colors coming in that. Here are some of them. There's a ghost craw, a muddy copper, scuppernog. This is one of the best scuppernogs I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that one's really natural.
Yeah. So everybody's used to the sleeper, the dark sleeper, the sleeper gill. Pretty realistic soft plastic type baits from Megabass. But this one I believe is going to be the most realistic of them all. I mean, it definitely looks like a crawl that's just tucked in,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Killer, dude.
The pictures that they had put out on these didn't make them look as good as they do in person. They look amazing in person. Hollow claws, right? The body is not as thick as it looks because it's got this flap that covers the hook on that.
Yep.
All right. This one does sit in the water and it does come up. The claws will float and it'll kind of levitate the body of the bait. There's not a lot of meat on the bait.
No.
Yeah, it's not. It's got a small hook in there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost your standard like dark sleeper style hook. So it's not going to require like major hook sets. Once they collapse that plastic, it's going to go in. So some of the colors are going to be pretty neat on this one. The scuppernog, a lot of green pumpkin style colors, pretty realistic colors in that. Cool bait. So this is going to release for the Classic. It's not going to be available today. All right, Friday, 12:01 a.m.
Okay.
All right, so I have a bunch ordered.
Yeah,
They're gonna go fast.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, so it doesn't matter how many thousands that I have, they're gonna go fast. So 12:01 a.m. get online and buy them because they won't last very long. All right, maybe people are being nice and they're just gonna sleep through the night.
Yeah,
but
miss out.
I doubt it. All right, this is very anticipated. Everybody's been waiting for it, and the word has been out for about a week that they're coming for the Classic, so everyone's ready for them. All right, so
Be ready.
be ready. Check them out. All right, guys. Last but not least, I got some rods for you. All right, so I have blackjacks and casinos in stock right now. All right, everybody knows that the blackjack is one of our favorite swim bait rods. Beautifully built TS Destroyer. I love this rod, dude. So
I think it's their best swim bait rod in the lineup.
yeah, super parabolic on there.
Yes.
It's gonna handle some of your bigger glide baits.
Yep.
The rating is off
Way off.
on this, right? So
Yep.
don't look at the rating on this one and think that you're gonna be limited by it.
Mhm.
All right, so it says up to 4 ounces. This is definitely like our Slide Swimmer 250 rod.
Yep.
I think 6 ounces is pretty easy on this one.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a 4 to 6 ounce rod.
Yeah,
And it
definitely.
feels really, really well. Accurate. I like the size of it, the length of it. It's pretty lightweight as well. It's just an overall really, really solid rod in the TS Destroyer. It's strong as hell.
Yeah.
And it's light. And it does the job exactly how you would want it to.
Yeah, it's amazingly light because the TS line is not known for being light.
No.
TS is like the big, heavy duty like rods,
Yep.
right? This one's light. It's a 711, but it's not ferruled,
Yeah, it's not ferruled.
right? So we're so used to the longer rods from Megabass being ferruled.
Yep.
This one is not ferruled. All right, super sick rod. It's rated half ounce to 4 ounces. I would not stay in that limit. You're definitely not going to be limited. We've just talked about it, but I mean, it's a great rod for throwing some of those bigger baits. And I have the Casino. So this is another favorite swim bait rod of people's.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a little bit more parabolic, but it's going to be rated a little bit higher. Right? And I think the rating on this one is pretty accurate.
I'd say so.
Right? So this one is going to be rated 2 to 6 ounces.
Mhm.
All right? So I would definitely try to stay within that limit. If you're trying, I would probably go like 2 to 5.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be a little bit softer at the tip. It's going to big deep crankbaits work really well on this one. Some of your mid-range glide baits, I mean, giant to me, small to Jeff.
Yeah.
So this one's 7.7, but it is ferruled.
Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah, so a shorter rod with the ferrule on it. If you're looking to make more accurate casts, and you're like kind of just running and gunning, this is a great option for you.
Yep.
What do you use the Casino for, Jeff?
I fished the Tiny Clash on it.
Tiny Clash?
Before in New York, like cranking it.
Oh,
and
sick.
it worked really, really well for it. So
Oh, sick.
yeah, the Casino's another cool one. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So when these rods come in, we don't get many.
Nope. And they fly out pretty
and
quick.
they go really fast. So if you've been thinking about a swim bait rod and you want to talk about TS Destroyer, give us a call if you have questions. Email us. We'll try to get to you. But they do go pretty fast. So
Check them out.
check them out. Yeah. All right, guys. For real this time. That's it. We're done.
It's over.
It's over. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I hope there's a lot of things that you guys see here today that you're very interested in. On behalf of myself, Ben, Jeff, and everybody else here at the Hookup, thank you. We really appreciate you guys, and have an amazing day.
Phew. All right, let's go fish some of this stuff.